So how you guys doing today? I want to thank everybody for watching the videos and your likes and stuff. Thank you so much for being part of the channel here. And I just want to share a story that happened to me while I was in prison. I was just remembering something that was in my heart today, and I wanted to share how important this was to me and what happened. So anyways, years ago when I was locked up, what happened was I had a list, and this list had 10 things that I wanted. Now these things were impossible. These things were impossible for me to ever believe that I was going to have it. But I said, man, I want these things so bad. Like in other words, one of them was to have a wife. You know, my relationships were broken and were always going sour. Were just really bad, you know. And it wasn't because it was the other one's fault. You know, I take full responsibility on every relationship that I had, because, you know, I brought to myself what I deserved. And in my heart, I didn't have very good intentions. I didn't have very good thoughts, and you know, it destroyed a lot of my relationships. And one of the things that like I said, I wanted to have was a good wife, right? And in that list, I put a wife, and again, that was to long come later on down the road. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because to get that good wife, I had to develop something inside, and that development cost me time and a lot of reading books. And one of the things I wanted to share was one of the books that I was reading. One of the books that I was reading was Developing the Leader Within You. This was a really good book that helped me to develop a different person, like, you know, how to influence, how to build integrity, you know, how to build priorities, you know, such as those things. Because I believe that the more you invest in yourself, right, the better you're going to get. The more you invest in developing your personal growth, you're going to grow. If you don't develop self, I believe that you're not going to grow. And that again was something that I wanted for my life. And so as I put time into it, I was just thinking today, what a blessing to be out here with my kids playing. My daughter over there, Vanessa, to watch her, you know, be swimming and stuff. I mean, this was a dream come true. And I'm not talking about material things. I'm talking about a dream come true for me, just to have a wife and to have kids that I can, you know, enjoy and have a really good time with, you know what I mean? Because my times in my relationships were really bad. You know, I don't know about you, but you know, being in prison and getting out of prison and going in, you know, those times I'm talking about were really rough for me. And I didn't know how to have good relationships because I didn't have nothing good inside of me. And so, you know, some of you out there are struggling, you know, with even how to get a boyfriend or how to get a girlfriend. And let me tell you, you can pray all you want, you can expect a good person to come, but if you haven't developed something good within you, it's hard to look for something good if you don't have that fruit in you. Does that make sense? So I'm going to be talking more about that and sharing more about those things and what does that fruit look like in your life, because it took me years, you know, of developing some good character, you know, good character traits, like learning priorities and learning how to put, you know, my family first, and learning how to, you know, to build, you know, good relationships, you know, with good friends, you know, because I thought all my friends were good, you know, because that's just the way I grew up, you know, just thinking as long as you find a good friend. But, you know, what is a good friend? You know, how do you look for those good qualities if you've never developed good qualities in you? You know, I didn't have good qualities because my qualities came from the streets, you know, when I was young. So a lot of you today are going through the same thing, bad relationships. You know, you get married and then you get divorced. You know, my marriage, you know, I've only been married 10 years, but you know what? It's been struggles and times of struggles. But you know what? I've developed something that's helped not only me but helped others to have more successful relationships. And you know, and I'm not a marriage counselor. I'm not talking about marriage. I'm just talking about something that was impossible for me to have, and I want to share that with you. That it's not impossible. You know, you just have to do the right steps so that you can develop that power that's in you, which is a good character, you know, to find that good woman, you know, because if you find something that you think is good and then you get married and all of a sudden these areas will be exposed, like, oh my God, I didn't know that she was like this, oh, I didn't know that he was like that, I didn't know this, I didn't know that, you know, it's because you didn't take time to look at those traits. You didn't take time to look at that person and to understand that person or see what that person was about. And you know, these things take time because you have to have good in you and good character traits to be able to identify those things. So I hope this helps somebody today. And again, I'm talking about self-development and how dreams come true.